Out here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
57. Mike. Ran. It's our time. It's our time. Deuce.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And right away, he lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
36. Check. Alert. Ran. He goes to use you.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to go down again. The sack there by J.J. Watt. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Alert.
Trubisky will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Get the boys down. He's coming.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And some room to work. It's a big run there by Henry. 64 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Mike 41. Mike 41. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, exit.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 52. I 31. That's the one.
Here's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson being chased out left. And the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 39, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go, baby. Shit.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. 54. Shift.
They'll run it with Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. You got three. Three down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
180. Switch up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Red. Hey, alert.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Alert. 3 down. Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10. Hey, wahoo!
Play action. It's Trubisky. And Graham's got it. Complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
I got one. Protein spill. Back. Hey, switch gears. Motion. Mike 41. They can't hang with us. 41 Mike. It's our field.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Lock in. Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, zoom. The mic. 41's the mic.
Now Trubisky on first down. This one caught by Ridley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me. Blue. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
After the penalty, it's Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. The point after is good, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 28-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Yes. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Big ass.
Now a give right side. McGee. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. Alert. Hey. Check. 59. Here we go. Mike's 59.
Out of the gun, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Alert. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, flush to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Cobb to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Alert flare. Hey, ball. Twitch. Watch the twitch.
Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run it again with Henry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Montgomery. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
It's complete to Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point safely through, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shifts by him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Texans.
Watson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Now Watson dancing to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Delta. 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I'm here all day.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Again, it's Henry. Able to slither by. Deep Henry all alone. It's a big run that time by Henry, 46 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41. Come on. Mike 41, Mike 41.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Red, come. 41.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Watson forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards, and the Bears take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. All day, baby. All day, baby.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky, the connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Hey, watch the leg.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. The gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
From the 36, Trubisky fighting through pressure. He gets away from one. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
41's the Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Alert.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Strong left. Hey, alert. Let's get some penetration. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
26 Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Over.
Ran, top.
Boy.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 59. 59.
Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, 59. I'm coming for.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
A gain of 18 on the play.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw. Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Now a desperation throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will get them one closer. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, here we go. Alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return comes Cobb. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Alpha.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dylan Cole.
Interception, baby. All day. All day.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A running play here on first down is going to go no.